There might be people who speak, that doesn't make us leaders. We're all as one and we stand for each other. Absolutely, where we go one, we go all. We always will do. The working class, that's what we are. Firstly, I just wrote something at 3 o'clock in the morning. I didn't know if I'd get the opportunity to say it, but seeing as Sherry has bought this megaphone, I might as well read it. A bit of luck, really. I don't know why I do this, but I do this. I write these because that's how I feel. This is how I was brought up. Obviously, we're here under awful circumstances, me and Nicola and Emily. And I just wish it was under better circumstances. I wish I knew before now, because I know there's been people fighting for this country since 1983. And nothing's been done. Demo after demo. And still ignored. Just like we was at the appeal courts the other week. In fact, what they did, we was in court 4 and they moved into court 5 without telling us. That's what they did to us. And eventually, when we got into court 5, they turned the lights off on us. That's what we face. So we know what they do to people because we know what they've done to us. And it isn't right that they do it, and they're not going to be allowed to do it no more because we're not staying silent. We're not having it. If they didn't want us to be like this, they shouldn't have brought us up with the bulldog spirit, should they? They shouldn't have made us love our country and love who we are and be patriots. They shouldn't have done it, should it? Because that's why we're all standing here. We're on the right side and we're the decent ones. And you can shove your labels where the sun don't shine. We are here for the silent majority that are silent no longer. To give you all the courage, confidence and conviction to fight back. And take back your country from the corrupt political elite. It's your country, not theirs, because they don't give a damn about us. Our children have the right to live their lives freely. They have the right to life, the right to choices, the right to freedom of thought. And we have the right to defend those rights. Today we have made that decision and we've acted upon it. To the establishment, we are not willing to accept acts of injustices. We're not willing to accept what they've done to Josh, Harry and George and all before them. No way. No way. We will not tolerate injustices. We should not have to do demonstration after demonstration just to try and be heard and still not get heard. It's shameful and it's wrong.
Shame on them!
Absolutely. We will not tolerate a justice system run by corrupt judges and corrupt CPS and ignore the victims and make the victims feel like they're the ones in the wrong. We will not tolerate the cover-ups. We will not tolerate the police and the rest of the government bodies not being held accountable for their actions. Because they're not. Over 1,000 people have died in police custody and all they do is lose their pensions and get the sack. They need to be held accountable for that.
Shame on them!
A march has been going for 20 years because of deaths in custodies. For 20 years and they don't let you know, just that they don't let anyone know about us. Absolutely. Absolutely. It is our land. We pay for it. Our forefathers died for it. And we shall defend it and defend ourselves. We must understand who we are fighting against and not fall into traps. Because they have been placed here by Trojan horses. Here to divert us, but it all stems from one place, and that's a corrupt political establishment. That is where it comes from. We know the threats amongst us, but it comes from there because they're allowing it. We know what they are.
Get them out!
I wish I could just stay in there and bring him out. Trust me, I really do. We will not allow one more abuse. We will one more deliberate attack on our children. We will not look the other way. We will not hide, and we most certainly will not fear any of them. Because I don't, not any one person of you, not one of you. Stick me in there, I'll sort this country right out, trust me. Standing with all of you, all of us should be Prime Minister, each and every one of you that are here today, that stand up for what is right, stand up for the children, because it's about the children and their future. Sorry, I'm being a bit slow with this. We will challenge the position of government. We will demand change. We are not accepting a government that are too unresponsive, too uncaring about the people and their problems, who do not care whether they find a criminal or not, or what even charge they're on. They don't care, as long as they get a charge. And it's discretionary. I went to a police station with Nicola actually a few months ago, and I went there under the Equality Act of 2010, and even the sergeant that was sitting there told us back then that even the Equality Act was discretionary. Discretionary. It's not on. And they certainly don't care, I said that bit. We cannot accept a government that requires complete subservience. Those who would trade our freedom for their security are embarking us on a downward course. We cannot ignore that we are living in a country that is in danger from its own government, a government that is allowing the death and destruction of its people. What are they doing for those who seek help for justice and help for food and begging, homes? They're doing absolutely nothing. We seek a vision of a better Britain, a vision of a society that are free of these shackles. Believe me, they are there, you just cannot see them. A country where the government will again be responsive to the people and care for the children, not abuse them. Bunch of paedophiles. And it's funny how we only find out about those paedophiles once they're dead. There's loads in there that are alive and living right now. Absolutely. Today the people are making a stand. That's all of you. We may have different visions of the future and different reasons of why we are all here. Yet we have one common ground. We have the same goal, and that is to take our country back and give Britain back to the people. The first duty of any government is to safeguard its people against external aggression, to guarantee the survival of our way of life, and to keep our traditions. Our government is doing the opposite. They are also the aggressor. They are the ones letting the atrocities go on. The question we must now ask ourselves is whether the present government is fulfilling their duty. And they are obviously not, because that's why we're all here today. There are moments in our history when we have to make a fundamental choice. This is one such moment, a moment when our choice will determine the life or death of our kind of society, the future for our children. Let's ensure that the children will have cause to rejoice, that we did not forsake their freedom. We preserve for the children this. We are the last best hope of their future in this country. If we do not continue this stance, we'll sentence them to take the last step into thousands of years of darkness, and believe me, that is what is going to happen. Be proud that you are all here today, because you have stood up to Thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone. And more importantly, you have stood up for the children. Britain, rise up. We are not enslaved anymore, because we are awakened. That's what we're all doing here. You want justice? Come and stand with us, because justice brings freedom. Because the lions sleep no more. Duty on our country. Josh, Harry, George, we will win this war.
just quickly, obviously it's a brilliant turnout. Everyone is here because we're all believing in the same thing. We want Brexit, so let's make sure we cause as much chaos as possible today. Let's give them the biggest headache they have ever had, because we ain't going anywhere until we get Brexit. So 1, 2, 3. Justice!
Justice for the Queen! I just don't think you understand! We outraged the boys, they took away our boys, and now we're going to shame the police! Justice for the Queen! I just don't think you understand! We outraged the boys, they took away our boys, and now we're going to shame the police!
So we've got masks. I don't know how many we've got. We've got about 6.
Right, I'll have the warm-up.
You have the Anyone want nods? Right, so what we're going to do...
Tracey, 2 efforts. Tracey made it.
Oh, right. And a nod. The nod.
I think more relevant. Trace, how big do you think our heads are?
Oh,
Is that like it, then? Help it! Hello, mate.
yeah.
Give me a hug.